In the meantime, I can't believe they're trusting Shane with another vehicle. Have they not seen your track record out there?
No, these guys are new, Mark, and I want you to check out this vehicle. Imagine going from Vancouver to Toronto on a glass of gas. That's all you would need. We're going to come back after the break and meet the UBC students responsible for this. All that and more coming up. You're watching Breakfast Television. You're back. You're watching Breakfast Television. As we told you before this break, this vehicle, what did we say, Kevin? 1,600 miles for a gallon?
Yep, that's right. 1,600 miles per gallon.
That's all you need to know. Get lined up now for one of these vehicles with the price of gas going up. This is Kevin Lee. He's team captain of the UBC team. You guys took part in the Society for Automotive Engineers Supermileage competition.
Yeah, that's right.
That's a mouthful.
Yeah.
Where is this competition?
Well, the competition is held every year at Marshall, Michigan. And we compete against teams from Canada, the US, and even there's even a team from India this year.
And you guys won it?
Yeah, we won it.
Now, tell us a little bit of what do you have to do? What's the idea of the competition?
Well, the idea of the competition is to use as little gas as possible to travel around a track 6 times. And by that, they weigh your gas and they figure out your mileage.
Wow. Okay, well, here's the rest of your team members. Why don't we have you guys take the lid off and you can just tell us who your team members are. Who are we looking at here?
Sure. Lifting at the front is John here.
Yeah.
And then we have Andrew.
And Andrew's just watching them lift it, yes?
Andrew's just watching.
Good job, Andrew. And who's the gentleman beside Andrew?
That's Furman there.
Furman, nice job. And who's this chap with the bandana?
The chap is Charlie.
Charlie, you get the style points, Charlie. So, okay, let's take a look inside here and explain what we're looking at, Kevin.
Okay, first of all, the body's made all of carbon fiber, and it's one of the lightest and stiffest materials you can get for money.
Right.
And we have a really aerodynamic shape, and that really cuts down the drag,
right,
which helps improve fuel economy, even for regular cars. And in front, we have 2 wheels.
What are they, like bicycle wheels?
Yep, they're basically recumbent bicycle wheels.
Okay.
Or BMXs, yep.
And I see a battery here as well.
Yep, we need the battery to power the starter motor and also for the electronics which control the engine.
Oh, very nice. Now, how long did this take you from idea from drawing board to completion?
Oh, we start pretty early, but it takes about a year.
About a year?
Yeah, so we work all year really hard to get the thing done.
Now, is this for a class course, or are you guys just doing this for fun?
No, we do this purely extracurricularly. So
really?
It's all for fun.
Okay, let's get one. Which one of your guys can fit in here, do you think?
I can fit in.
Oh, look at Kevin. He doesn't want any of you guys on at all. Kevin, get in there, buddy. Show us. How would you sit in this? How would you drive it? Oh, I see. Okay. Now, this isn't street friendly, so we're not allowed to drive it out here now, but a little later in the show, we're going to take it out back and we're going to show you how it works. Okay, so wow, okay. Now, how sturdy is this fiberglass? It seems like it's pretty loose, eh?
Yep, most of the strength comes from the chassis, which is what I'm sitting on right now, underneath. And this is just to push the wind away, basically.
You look very comfortable, by the way.
It's even more comfortable with the lid on top.
Oh, you know what, boys? Okay, so you got your brake. How would you start it up?
I turn on the starter motor.
Yeah.
And then I crank it up like this, and I pull the throttle back.
Okay, now we can't do that out here, is what we're saying?
Yeah, not safe right now.
Okay, I'll tell you what. Let's put the lid on him, gentlemen, and see what it looks like. So, as promised, coming up a little later on the show, we're going to take this out for a spin in the back parking lot. Kevin, and maybe he'll let one of his teammates drive the car, but we're not sure. Probably not. It's all. Now that we have him locked away, guys, let me ask you something. How did Kevin become team captain?
I think he has some experience before. He joined up when he was earlier in his career at UBC and kind of molded into the role, I guess.
Okay, molded into the role. No one else wanted the job. His dad had the connection for the fiberglass. So how comfortable are you in here? Where's your head? About here? Kevin,
yeah, I think.
I feel like giving that episode of Spinal Tap when the guy was locked in the pod. Okay, I'll tell you what, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, later on in the show with the guys from UBC. We'll take their car out for a spin in the back parking lot. It's 7-something. I can't see the clock from here. We'll be back with more BT after the break. Good job, guys. Easy. Coming up after the break, the next segment, we're going to be talking to the kids from UBC. They won the international competition. This vehicle right here, from Vancouver to Toronto on a glass of gas. That's right, you heard me right, a glass of gas. More BT coming up after the break. Very cool, gentlemen. Look at them. Now, by the way, welcome back to the show, everybody. We're talking to the UBC team that are just back from the international competition, the SAE Supermileage competition The kids from UBC winning it for the 3rd straight year. We're joined by Kevin Lee and the rest of the team. And Kevin, the guys are all holding up the trophies. Now, I originally thought that, this was your first year, but UBC has won it 3 years in a row. But no, you've been involved in all 3 wins.
Yep, that's right.
What does it take to win this event, and why are you guys, I don't want to say, well, let's say it, head and shoulders above the competition?
I think it's got to do a lot with hard work, planning, and UBC engineering, for sure.
Now, how much does this vehicle cost to put together, do you think? It took you a year.
Yep, took us a year, and just in raw materials, it cost us around $8,000.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll tell you what, guys, let's take off the top if you can put down the hardware for a second, show the folks inside. Now, the competition was, tell us where it was again.
It's in Marshall, Michigan.
Right.
That's south of Detroit.
And there was teams from where?
Teams from Canada, you got UT, you got teams from Windsor, and you also got the teams from the US, like Berkeley.
How many teams would be competing in that event when you get down there?
This year there were 28 teams.
28 teams.
Yeah.
And 3rd straight year you win the title. And you had to what? Drive around the track? What was the deal?
Yep, you have to drive around a 2.4 kilometer track 6 times. And they measure how much gas you use, and they get your mileage from that.
How much? So what was your mileage on this baby?
1,608 miles per gallon.
1,600.
1,608. Yep.
Wow. Okay, so let me ask you, what's it like to drive this thing? Why don't you sit in it for us and show the people at home what it looks like?
Okay.
When you're in it.
Sure.
Is it actually comfortable when you're driving?
No.
You know what I also want to ask, I was looking at it and I noticed that there's this thing over here called, you have a kill switch over here.
Yeah.
What's that for?
That's in case the car ever runs out of control or if there's a fire, and so the people on the outside can turn off the car.
I hope they're close by if there's a fire.
I hope they're close by too.
Now, are the Americans getting sick of you coming down there and winning it all?
I think they are. We got stopped by the US border this year.
Why? What was the problem? They wanted to check out your vehicle?
Yeah, they opened it up to take a peek at what was inside.
So they were trying to get some ideas for their teams.
Yeah, I think so.
Was it a close competition or did you guys win it by a mile?
It was pretty close.
Yeah? Who was your stiffest competition?
One of the Quebec universities, ETS.
ETS. So let's see, so do you steer and you brake all from there?
Yep, I steer and brake all from here. I can start the engine from here.
Right.
By cranking, and this is the throttle here.
Right.
And I can steer by pushing back and forth.
And what's it, does it get claustrophobic in there at all? Why don't you put the lid on them, guys? I just like seeing you all bundled up in the cocoon.
Sure.
Just if you're just tuning in, coming up probably at about 10 to 9 or so near the end of the show, because this isn't street legal, we're going to take it out in the back parking lot. We're going to drive it around. What's it like actually being inside?
It's pretty tight.
Pretty tight. So now I noticed that if you pulled into the drive-through, it'd be a little difficult to place your order and get the food inside.
Yeah, they might not see me.
See, Kevin, you guys in engineering are thinking of a lot of stuff, but you're not thinking about everything, my friend. I'm a big drive-through guy. Okay, thanks, Kevin.
Thanks.
We're going to talk to you guys coming up a little bit later. We're going to take the car out for a drive. Right now, we're going to take a quick break on Breakfast Television. Lots more still to come. Is it your legs are comfortable like that too? Yeah, it's okay. And Tim McGraw will be on the show. Now, we've been talking throughout the morning. We've got the guys from UBC. They won the SAE Supermileage competition down in Michigan. 3rd straight year, these guys have won the title. Now, I'll tell you what, Grant, if we can get a shot down there, we've got Kevin actually in the car. Now, Jonathan, tell me, how fast does the car go?
It's got a top speed of about 50 kilometers per hour.
Wow, yeah.
And but we usually average about 24 kilometers per hour on the track during the race.
Look at him, here he comes now, and it's working pretty well. Here, move back, guys. I want to do the shot. Look at that, nice. Oh, can we stop? Oh, nice job. That's absolutely dynamite. Nice stop. Kevin, can you hear us in there?
Yep.
So, Kevin, what's it like to actually, are you the one that drove it around the track?
Yes, I am.
And how long did it take you to go 6 times around?
Takes about half an hour.
Half an hour. So what's it like to be in this vehicle for a half an hour?
It's like being in a coffin.
Really? So and it's not really that exciting when you say coffin and we've got a kill switch on the side. But we're not reading anything into that. Why don't you know what? A lot of people make this possible. Why don't you tell us about your sponsors? Guys, take the roof off. Let people see what he looks like inside there. Oh my, way to go!
Thanks.
It works great though. Tell us a little bit about your sponsors, just because everyone's done a fine job on getting this going.
Yeah, well, we'd like to thank TD Friends of the Environment Foundation, and also Air Care, FiberTech, max torque, ride-away bicycles.
Wow, you had a lot of people helping you out on this.
Yeah, a lot of people helping us out.
And how long did it take you from, I guess, from idea, from drawing board to the track?
Took about a year. Year's time.
What was the most difficult thing you had to deal with? The comfort level?
That's
oh no, you weren't working on that
Shane,
at all.
No. Shane, can you just try it? Just to sit in it. No, you don't have to try it. Just
can I sit in it without driving? Can I sit in it, Kevin, or does that throw everything off? I don't want to freak you out. A lot of time went into this baby.
How much do you weigh?
I weigh about 130.
Okay, that should be okay. All right, he's good.
You're a medium size. Medium size guy.
We got 15 seconds, so let me just hop in it, and we'll just see. Yeah, you hold that.
Yeah.
Kevin, you hold the clipboard.
Okay. All right.
And you just tell me what I need to do.
Sure.
Okay. You know what? Pick me up. I'm getting out of your car right now. My streak of damaging people stuff continues.
Are you sure you're 130 pounds?
Oh my God, Kevin. I'm sorry, buddy. Let's take a quick break. I'm really sorry. I felt I was just stronger when I put my arms down on the side. Did I just screw you right over?
Oh, it's okay. It should be okay. It's
I think it's fine.
Yeah,